everyone. Welcome back to the Anime Iceberg. I'm Megan,
And I'm Meg.
and today we're talking about Dr. Stone episode 55, Last Man Standing.
Yes, and this is season 3, episode 19. So we are nearing the end. Um, and in this episode, much to Ibara's shock and dismay, Senku devised a plan and managed to escape petrification. Now the two enter into a head-to-head battle for control of the Medusa device.
All right. This is manga chapters 135, Counting, 136, Medusa versus Science, and 137, Last Man Standing.
Yeah, this is this might be my favorite episode of the season. Just because it is mostly Senku.
The Senku show. I Oh, it is up there for me too. Yeah, I can't remember if it was my favorite, but it definitely was like some of the most action we've seen all season.
hmm
And everyone, like, it's just the culmination of everything that everyone has done up to this point. So, I mean, everyone's petrified except Senku, but we do get a flashback showing how Senku, didn't get petrified and how the others did. So we'll start
hmm
with that.
Yeah. Yeah, so Chrome, he noticed that the light is moving at the same speed, and he conveyed that to everyone, and they all line up in a line, and when the light hits one hand, they raise the other one. And it's basically like a way for Senku to calculate how fast the light is moving. He's calculating so he knows the exact moment to throw the revival fluid up in the air so that it lands. So as he's being turned to stone, the fluid is stopping that, or basically,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's pretty cool how it plays out.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like you see him turn to stone, but then the revival fluid is
So
like
it kind of like goes
like
as a cuff up his arm and through
yeah,
his whole
yeah.
body. And
That do have felt like so weird.
yeah,
Uh,
I'm also super impressed with Senku's throwing abilities, not just in this
right?
section, but also this entire episode. Like he had to toss things with
Dude, yeah,
accuracy.
he was a boss in this episode.
Yeah, sign this guy up for a baseball team or something.
Right. I guess his he's not stamina is a no, but throwing things
Well, it makes sense.
he's
Accuracy,
got
like he can
yeah.
judge. Got good judgment.
Yeah. Yep, and he also has to use his counting skills, which he had, what is it, 3,700 years to
Yeah.
practice, so he's got that down to a science. And then it's awesome. So he doesn't get turned to stone, and then he walks back up and high fives everyone on his way back up to the center of the island. And he tries to get the device from Orashi by punching him in the stomach, but obviously,
Hurts his
uh,
hand.
yep, I'm strong enough to do this.
Boom. No, I'm not. Ow.
Anyway, but then Ibarra's already on his way to get the device, and so he sets a trap for him, and we see that the footprints that Ibarra saw, he actually he planted them. And then
Yeah.
we already saw the little trap that he set up for him that didn't work, but he's still got another plan up his sleeve. He sets up a self-driving car, which again, this is another moment where Senku is exaggerating. It's not a self-driving car.
He says
He
a
just
self-driving car. This the kind Rube Goldberg would be approve of or something like that.
Yeah, he basically tied a string and then pulled it, and it pulled the lever to move it forward. So, and it hits Ibarra, and Senku gets the device. Um, but he doesn't have it for very long because Ibarra stabs him with his little creepy finger things. Um, and we
Yeah, he
see
got him
that
in the bicep. That looked like it
yeah,
hurt.
ugh, yeah, yeah, that would be so painful. And Ibara's wearing armor, so that's how he survived. Is this guy like I don't know, he's like
He describes
super
himself as being very cautious.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's managed to rule a village with and by pretending there's a leader for like
20 years.
yeah. And he's gonna finish off the job and kill Senku. But Senku has disappeared while he's bragging about his I'm so smart and I'm very
You
cautious and blah
you
blah
caught him monologuing.
blah. Uh-huh. Yep. And Senku does the smart thing and is like, I'm gonna dip. Ibara's chasing after Senku, and we already know Senku's stamina is not the best, and it's kind of just trying to figure out what to do. And he tries to like throw sulfuric acid at Ibara and misses. And when he did that, I was like, dang, Senku, like that's rough if that would have hit him. Like that stuff is nasty. But anyway, he's running out of options and he doesn't know what he's gonna do. And he ends up at the cliffs of the Howling Sea.
Or Wave Break Cliff, apparently, in the manga.
Hmm. I kind of like Cliffs of the Howling Sea better.
Much more dramatic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And at first, Senku tries to like bluff that he's like, "Oh, the phone is actually a super dangerous device that'll kill you." Um,
Yeah, because he's been toting the phone on his back this
yeah, that
entire
I was,
time.
you're right. That was impressive. I was like, no wonder he's tiring out and running out of options. And Ibara throws the device and is gonna turn him into stone. But this is where we learn, just like always, Senku has a plan. When he threw the sulfuric acid, he also threw some revival fluid and got Ryusui, which,
Amazing aim.
right?
Amazing aim.
It's so good. And he gave Ryusui with the phone, he gave Ryusui instructions.
Yeah, Ryusu was very
Um,
smart. He like saw Senku running away and noticed Senku had the phone on his back. So he grabbed the earring off of Maz because Maz had
yeah,
been turned
yeah.
into a statue. And he got Senku's instructions via the earring and meets him at the cliff and is hiding.
Yep. And he's got the drone. And so they grab the device and then their tug of war ensues. And right as the device is about to go off, they let go of the rope so that the device will hit Ibara. But Ibara again has a backup plan and he throws his hat to uh push it towards them.
And all of this is
And
happening within 5 seconds because
yeah,
there's like five
okay,
meters, five
yeah.
seconds.
Yeah. That was
Longest 5 seconds
I,
of my life.
you're right, right. Doubting the 5 seconds, but
Because they
whatever.
were talking in the middle of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. And Ryusui actually jumps towards the light and grabs the device. And of course, he's turned to stone. And Ibara catches it and is like, ha ha ha, I'm the smartest guy ever. You're never gonna defeat me. That's basically the gist of it. Um, but then we see that Ryusui has attached the earring to the device, and Senku has the stone, and sorry,
Like
nope, he
you.
has the phone. And he turns Ibara to stone. I
Yep.
was trying to say that slow so that it wouldn't like rhyme.
He's got
He
the
has
phone,
the
he turns
phone
him
in
to stone.
it.
1 meter in just 1 second. But
Yep.
that was, man, there was a lot going on in that scene, obviously, but the things that got me were Ryusui's quick thinking and attaching the earring to the device,
Mm-hmm.
Senku realizing what Ryusui did, but also Senku's reaction because after Ryusui attached it and he turned to stone, he just hit the ground and crumbled apart, and Senku looked mad. Like,
Mm-hmm.
my friend just got, you know, dusted because of you. Um, man, Ryusui just was amazing in this episode, but it's there's a bonus comic that's really funny at the end of the chapter. It's like, that's 4 times for me. He's excited because he holds the record for the most times petrified.
That's true.
But
That's funny.
yes.
But yeah, well, Senku has a petrification device, and I love this because he's like, heck yeah! He's like celebrating, like, yeah. it made my heart happy. Um,
But then immediately after that triumph,
right. And then he like takes a walk across the island like all alone and like sees everybody turn to stone. And then he's like sitting watching the sunset and he's like, I'm all alone again. And he's like remembering when he was first came out of the stone.
he was in total isolation that last time. And
Hmm.
just the way Aaron said that line, like the I'm all alone, like his voice dipped down, like there was a lot of emotion packed in that.
Hmm. Yeah. But then the phone rings and it's Rory
Yay.
and she's like, how are you? And he's like, I'm good, 'cause this time I'm not alone.
Yep, still got friends. They're just not right there with you.
Hmm. And that's the end of the episode. It's so
Ooh,
good. Uh,
yes. Gets your heart pounding though, my goodness.
hmm.
All right. Uh, there is a manga extra. It's really interesting. It's a Welcome to Treasure Island sightseeing map. So we got the Great Caldera. The island has grown over time thanks to numerous volcanic eruptions. Then we got Wave Break Cliff. The sound of the wind through this convoluted cliffside combines with crashing waves to create an unsettling roar. And then the Sapphire Cave. This cave was once used as a secret storehouse to avoid tax collectors. Even now, the locals love this spot. And we got some Islander and Islander culture trivia. The Islanders' names come from nature. It's their custom to name newborns after the very first thing the baby sees at the moment of birth. And I think that's so sweet. That means Amaryllis was looking at flowers, and Soyuz must have seen the Soyuz capsule when he was born.
Mm,
So very,
cute.
very cool. Also, islanders accessorize with shells, pearls, and the like. Since pearls are scarce, there's a widespread practice of polishing white stones to look like pearls. Actually, I think you and I would fit in on the island because technically Meg and Megan means
Oh
precious
yeah.
pearl, so
Yep.
derivative.
There you go, guys. We're Islanders.
Sweet.
Yeah, and then Senku, he said, get excited one time.
Yep. And then animation expertise. I haven't had one of these in a long time, but I think it's so cool that each of Senku's friends who are petrified have different shaped hands. Like when he goes up to high five them, you can tell who he's high fiving just by, how their hands look. It's really good character design. Like Gen's hands are more slender, Magma's are well beefy. Um, you got like Chrome's and Niki's. It's like pretty obvious who's who. That's tough to do.
Hmm. That's all we've got. This episode was just super action packed, so
Yeah,
don't really have much else. So, Megan, what was your favorite line of the episode?
mine came from Gen. Best not unglebay this, Senku. Nice words of encouragement there, buddy.
Hmm.
And what about you, Meg?
My favorite line was from Senku when he was defeating Ibara. He said, people who think they're smart are the easiest ones to screw over. And what do
Yep.
we learn?
Those who think themselves smart are the first ones to lose, so don't get cocky.
Oh, just what I said. Or what Senku said. And then who pushed the story forward?
Ryusui, because oh my goodness, did he deliver?
Yes. Also, I don't know why we didn't write this down, but Senku,
Well, duh.
because he defeated Ibara.
There was a Instagram reel. I just sent it to you today, so you probably didn't see it. But there's this guy ranking the uh, anime protagonists of the current generation. So like Asta, Yuji, Senku, Tanjiro, a whole bunch of them, like shows that are going on right now. Of course, this was just his personal opinion, but he was going through the list from bottom to top, saying why he was ranking characters higher than others, and he put Senku at the top as best written character. I totally agree with that. And then
Yes.
Deku was after him. Um,
Okay.
I can't remember what the order was from there. Maybe Asta was after Deku. And like all the things he was saying, I pretty much agreed with. Except he called Yuji bland, and I was like, it's not that he's
Mm,
bland, he's just overshadowed by some of the other characters.
yeah, I agree with that. I like Yuji.
Yeah. I mean, it's Chifu, you can't not like him.
Right? Okay. Well, that's all we've got. So we will be back next week with another episode.
All right, bye.
Bye.